Bro, another YouTuber captured by the Taliban. I swear, people just do the stupidest shit.
Funny things and a few not so funny things to get to on this week's episode of News Dump. So we should probably start out with a story that's got a mix of both. Also, because there is simply nothing else that will beat the headline, idiot YouTuber captured by Taliban.
No, that's a W.
And folks, this guy, he certainly
headline.
is an idiot. His entire bread and butter was tempting fate by traveling to places that he describes as, quote, the most dangerous places on Earth, while also spending the rest of his time writing a bunch of edgelord posts that have many people online kind of rooting for the Taliban on this one.
A little bit Nazi adjacent.
Now, to set the stage for you a little bit here, this isn't even the first time that he's had to escape the Taliban.
Are you serious?
Elliot, please explain to the people.
Yeah, and I think we might have talked about this before,
Yeah,
but...
this was 2 years ago, and I think we maybe covered
Was it a whole 2 years? Yeah, it was,
almost 2 years ago.
It was right when Joe Biden gave up on our...
It was literally that weekend.
Gave up on the war against the Taliban right when we were about to grab victory.
No.
Just 10 years too late.
Damn you, Joe Biden.
But yes, this was, we'll get to it, but he went there on purpose because of the chaos that was happening with the American soldiers retreating from Afghanistan.
This is English fellow Lord Miles, real name Miles Rutledge, started his journey to online fandom by crawling out of the primordial ooze of 4chan before solidifying his presences on more socially acceptable
This guy is a knight for the Lord.
platforms like YouTube and Twitter. He made headlines back in 2021 when he decided to take a nice, relaxing trip to Afghanistan during the time when the Taliban had just taken over control of the country.
I remember this. Yeah. One guy went on vacation around Afghanistan and then shit kicked off. I remember
He literally
that.
timed it so that he would arrive amidst the chaos, and he listed his intentions for visiting on his immigration form as fun.
What?
To then have to be rescued by the British Army, who found him and sent him on an evacuation flight to Dubai.
Christ.
Please don't
So he endangered British soldiers' lives for fun.
do this again. Please stay the hell out of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Sure thing, boss.
Man,
This is all while tens of thousands of displaced Afghan citizens, some of whom were working directly with the U.S. and UK military and were in imminent danger because of the
And they got
takeover.
left.
Couldn't leave.
Yeah, they couldn't leave. They were having a real tough time with it. So yeah, this fucking asshole flies directly into a country in turmoil to post about it
have
online.
fun.
And then has to get rescued, taking up space that could have been used for anyone else.
Yeah. Now, after this little excursion and the ensuing media coverage, he wrote a book about the experience, which was released by a publisher whose other releases include straight-up fascist and white nationalist literature, one of which is a children's book that includes the 14 words. So hopefully you're getting a good idea of what this guy is really all about and who supports him. As his following grew, he would venture off to film himself participating in illegal border crossings and stunts in countries like Uganda, Russia, and Ukraine, only to then make the trip back to Afghanistan, despite having to be rescued just under 2 years ago.
At one point, he visited what he considered the most dangerous place on earth, Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
Bro, I don't even know what to say to that, man. Brooklyn, I mean, they got stuff going on in Brooklyn, Chicago. I'm just saying, but compared to Afghanistan, I mean, come on, bro.
Said it was Afghanistan's nothing compared to this.
Oh,
Ain't
yeah?
no way.
How you feel now, Lord Miles?
His social media post came to a halt towards the end of February, and it looks like at some point around then he re-entered Afghanistan and was subsequently captured by the Taliban.
Yeah.
And is then put alongside two other British men.
Yeah.
Apparently at the same time he was captured, he was captured alongside two Polish people.
Money. What's with all these people going back to Afghanistan?
That British urge to be places
you're not supposed to be.
But the two other British men, they at least seem to have been there for good reason, which makes the capture of Lord Miles even more frustrating because now he has to be rescued alongside the other guys who were there apparently providing humanitarian aid to the region.
Yeah, those guys are good guys.
So now that he has to be a bundled deal with two people who were there for legitimate reasons.
Can you imagine the conversations they're having in their
so weird. So what are you here for?
Jail cells or wherever the fuck they are?
Finally, someone to talk to. So what are you in for? I might.
I just here
having a laugh. Here's the BBC.
Bro, that is a terrible
3
English
British
accent.
nationals are currently being held in custody by the Taliban in Afghanistan, a humanitarian organization has told the BBC. Scott Richards from the Presidium Network named one of the men as Kevin Cornwell, 53, from Middlesbrough. Mr. Richards said Mr. Cornwell and another unnamed man had been arrested in January. He confirmed a third man was also arrested on a different date. The third man appears to be Mr. Rutledge. The Home Secretary said the government was in negotiations over the men. Presidium Network is a UK-based non-profit organization that provides support to communities in crisis, representing the needs of people affected by violence or poverty to international policymakers. Mr. Richards confirmed the organization is representing Mr. Cornwell, a paramedic who works for a charity, and the second unnamed man, but not the third British national. Mr. Richards said while there were no official charges as such, the two men's detention on the 11th of January was understood to be over a weapon in a safe in Mr. Cornwell's room, which he said was stored with a license issued by the Afghan Interior Ministry. In a statement to the BBC, Icarus, the charity Mr. Cornwell has worked with as a medic, said it had been working tirelessly alongside the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office to secure Kevin's release.
Which... just
these
two things.
That guy deserves, intervention by the proper authorities and whatnot on his behalf.
I just love the BBC reporting and being like, this guy is a medic who was there on a charitable mission to help the humanitarian crisis. And then there's some other guy who was there because he thought it was funny to shoot guns with the Taliban.
Yeah, this guy ran into danger to help. This man ran into danger because...
for clout.
For clout,
yeah for clout,
for the
100%.
It's so odd to see these people together in such a precarious scenario. But
this is the same, I always say this about extreme, like free climbers, people that get so into extreme sports that they're just constantly risking
life.
Like,
death.
Become a fireman. Put this complete this adrenaline junkie shit to actually positive use.
Yeah, it's insane. But I don't want to. I hope everyone gets out okay. It's fine. But and this gets said too often. But this specific scenario would actually make for a really funny movie.
Yeah.
What do you?
I mean, maybe like a Pineapple Express kind of movie. I guess.
Having a laugh. So meanwhile, these guys are there helping, and then this guy, some dipshit YouTuber shows up, gets himself captured as well, and now he's dragging down the negotiation and rescue efforts of the other two, efforts that appear to have been ongoing before Lord Miles even entered the country. It's got to be pretty upsetting. So their reporting continues. The third man is understood to be Miles Rutledge, 23, from Birmingham, who was evacuated from Afghanistan by British Armed Forces in August 2021.
Everyone gets one for free.
This one's going to cost you. The former, sorry, I'm going to butcher this, Loughborough University student has attracted attention by traveling to dangerous countries and posting about it on social media. He previously shared that he chose Afghanistan because he enjoyed dark and extreme tourism. Following his extraction from the country less than 2 years ago, he told the BBC he was exhausted but relieved and thanked the British Army who had been deployed to support the evacuation of UK nationals from Kabul. Honestly, they should probably just focus on the release of the humanitarian workers for now, because
I agree.
If they do bring Miles back,
he's going to go again next year.
Historically, chances are pretty high he's just going to immediately return to the country anyway.
They need to take this man's passport away.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think they can do that in the UK. They don't have as many rights. Take his passport.
Have as many rights.
On orders of the king.
Well, he's already shown that he will cross borders illegally, no problem. So
he's a flight risk.
I mean, he could hanging down in Calais or going to Calais from Dover. I don't remember how it works, but people do it every day. Yeah. So he could find a way out pretty easily.
This is what he does. So I don't know.
He could steal that man's jetpack and go across the English Channel in 15, 20 minutes.
As long as he has a landing point halfway through.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man. Stop doing stupid shit, man. Stop doing stupid shit for clout. Also, shout out Elliot and Ricky for bringing us amazing news, man. I love this channel. I actually listen to this channel all the time, whether I'm editing or playing games. And just chilling, man. You guys should definitely check them out. Yeah, idiot YouTuber captured by the Taliban again. Anyways, it's your boy Miss. I'll see you guys next time. Link in the description. Check out the full video. It's a great channel. Anyways, later.